Hey, look, we're back at Space Quest 3. Woo!
We did it! See ya! Love it.
And we can actually hear the audio this time.
Yeah.
We actually get to hear the Space Quest theme.
It's very mystical. I mean, space-tical.
Yes, it's very space-tical. A word you would not feel comfortable saying in front of your grandmother.
I would. But my grandmother's lush.
The Pirates of Pestulon, and it's dripping.
With ketchup.
1989. This thing is ancient.
I was 2 years old.
Oh my god. They are the two guys from Andromeda, Mark Crow and Scott Murphy. They're currently working on Space Venture, a game about an intergalactic plumber.
It's very different.
Yeah, they've got a theme they like to stick with.
The guy's last name is Cobb.
It has been an indeterminate amount of time since Roger Wilco rocketed away from Bohal's burning space fortress. Time stands still for our hero in suspended animation. Rachel and I actually took enough time off between games to simulate that. Its engines long spent, the small escape pod drifts aimlessly through unfamiliar star fields, its course altered many times by small asteroids and space debris. Inside, Roger Wilco lays undisturbed in his sleep chamber, but not for long. Just drifting throughout space forever. That's actually what this game is. We just watch this thing drift.
Space lullaby. Oh no! They're gonna miss us.
Yeah, that's a lousy targeting system.
Yeah. All the colors of the rainbow.
It's a spectrum. Now, Rachel actually knows how to read that language, but we're not going to waste her abilities this early in the game.
It'll come. I don't even know what he was typing on.
I don't know, but we're being abducted by evil alien forces.
I don't think they're evil.
Their spaceship is black.
No, it's indigo.
It's black.
It's indigo.
Indigo to theta? Nope, still can't do it.
No. Something compassion?
The pod, considered to be nothing more than another piece of scrap, is taken aboard a robot-commanded garbage freighter. Unfortunately, these robots have no regard for organics.
We've got that in common.
And Rachel also has no regard for organics.
It's my people. My robot people.
She dreams of the day she can pilot a robot garbage scow. The small pod is jarred by a sudden shock, which triggers the sleep chamber's revive mode. As the glass shroud slides back, Roger slowly begins to regain consciousness.
I think this pod gave him, like, a new hairpiece.
It gave him nice chiseled features, too. He's not a bad-looking guy.
Until he opens his eyes.
For a janitor. Well, when you're in deep sleep hibernation for a while, your eyes turn blue. Where am I? Roger, Tutu Maker Wilco, in. Dude, where's my spaceship? If this game ever actually does give us his middle name, I reject it.
Tutu Maker always. What? This is a piece of trash.
Hey, the graphics are a lot improved.
Except he's still orange.
He's been in space.
That doesn't turn him orange.
You notice that the sounds from the pod grow softer until they are imperceptible. Apparently the announcer voice is only for the opening credit thing.
You know, just gotta go with what you feel with.
Having served its purpose and taxed its resources, the pod gives a final hum and shuts down.
Wow.
Now, we do have a mouse here, but it's pretty much useless. I can use it to walk, but I can't use it to actually interact with any objects. I can use it for menu options.
Touch him inappropriately.
Like if I wanted to pull up our calculator, it's an abacus.
It's good.
In case you need to do math during this game.
Which you always do.
Except if you try to touch it, it disappears. That's it. That's the whole joke. Right there.
Someone programmed that.
Some of the Sierra games, very few, I think King's Quest IV might be one of like 3, had the ability when you had the mouse, you could shift-click on something and it would give you the look description, which is really nice because you don't always know what they've called something. Like, I've got this thing. Okay, wow, his legs just disappeared.
He's camouflaged.
Dude, his legs are just gone. Ah! Pardon me, this program is too stupid to glean your desire from such a wonderfully crafted sentence. Please try something else.
I feel like they're being a little sarcastic.
Machine. Haha! A closer look at the object on the floor reveals that it is a warp motivator. It looks a bit more high-tech than the other junk strewn about this locale. Sturdily constructed, its only protrusion is a modular plug near its base. So clearly, we have our mission. We have to MacGyver or A-team ourselves a spaceship out of this junk.
Can we team MacGyver things?
I feel like we're going to have to.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, just go back and see this fun little robot here. Look, the mouse is useful.
I don't think it's a robot. It's got a skeleton.
I think it's a robot skeleton.
Oh.
Get these wires here. When the game first came out, you were told never to take those wires. You take the only decent piece of wire available. And we will see why later. But it was believed that taking those wires, when I just did, put the game in an unwinnable state.
Is that Optimus Prime?
I think it... Except for the color scheme, I think it might be.
This is real
Climb
life.
through the jagged glass. This is going to be our ship. Here amongst the Tinker Toys and the Legos.
Space Legos.
It's a sleek-looking number if you disregard the junk it's rooted in. It must be a recent addition to the collection, as everything seems to be intact. Etched on each side is the name Aluminum Mallard. On top is a small hatch.
References.
It's a cute little thing. You've never seen anything like it in these parts, but then, where are these parts? Some writing on its exterior reads, "For a good time, don't call Hal."
Good advice. Solid.
Apparently Hal and Siri used to date. You can ask her about it. She's very touchy on the subject.
Oh. Seems a little abusive.
Alright, so we've got to get some pieces for our ship here.
Mickey Mouse hand. Is that a TIE fighter?
That is absolutely a TIE fighter. He's standing in the shadow. Look, dynamic lighting.
Kind of looks like Skywalker in the shadow.
Why can't you look at the ship?
Because you're not facing the ship.
That would be stupid. Oh my god! This bulbous craft looks like it has seen a lot of action in its day. You believe it to be a bow tie fighter dating back to the Clone Wars. A true relic. I don't get the Clone War reference. Oh, I do now. This game came out before Clone Wars ever did, by the way. So it's referencing a throwaway line in the original trilogy. Where they just reference the Clone Wars. That's, for a reference, that's pretty random.
Wasn't the second movie originally going to have the Clone Wars as a sequel? No, they used that in episode 2.
Yeah, episode 2. But
What were they going to call the movie originally?
I know the third one was supposed to be like Revenge of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, whatever.
this ship is another fine but worthless Acme product.
What's the Jupiter thing?
I don't know. I can't spell saucer. This ship says Jupiter 2. This baby must have been floating around out here for a long time. It doesn't hold your interest for very long. So, anybody who would like to look up Jupiter 2 and tell us in the comments what the heck this thing is, that would be awesome.
War of the Worlds or something.
Because Rachel and I do not get the reference because we are bad nerds. Alright, are you ready for an action sequence?
No.
It's all about fast timing and action-paced adventure. Here we go.
I don't like it. Oh, it freezes.
Yes, thankfully the new interface freezes everything as you're typing.
Or else we'd be hosed.
Whoa!
Look at them mad skills.
Go ahead and save the game. Hey, look, there's a Jeff 1 here.
That's weird.
It's almost like we've already recorded this entire video, but forgot to record the video for the game and only got the commentary.
Oh, That's trippy.
That would be so unprofessional and unlike us, though. There's no way that could have happened.
I mean, unlike me.
Rachel is in charge of recording all the video. Starting now. Because I can't be trusted.
All of this is new.
I've never seen any of this before. Plopping into the seat, you grasp the forward-backward control of the grabber. Hey, you guys ever play those claw games? This is going to be one of them.
Well, alright. Let's see what you got.
Before I push the button, let me show you that there is a button.
Guys, there's a button.
From your seat, you see a handle presently being gripped by you, which controls motion, and a button marked claw. A claw.
It's the claw.
First try! Okay, high five, come on. Yes! The claw senses contact with the warp motivator, grasps it firmly, and begins the ascent back to the grabber. First try.
It's pretty good. It's almost like we've done this before.
Okay, last time I got it on a third try, that was still pretty decent.
Yeah.
Because you were all, but you gotta be so precise, how annoying.
I mean, it's really annoying. Especially if you were like, what am I supposed to do? But I feel like that's most of these games.
Push bottom.
What them?
Alright, and that's the end of Space Quest 3, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, yeah.
First try. Sensing an adequate surface, meaning none, because there's nothing below it, the claw releases its cargo and begins the ascent to the grabber unit. The object thuds into place within the cavity of the ship.
Dropping machines into holes is going to be a thing, methinks.
And remember how it described it having a protrusion at the bottom? I'm assuming that's how it plugs in. We just happened to drop it in such a way that it plugged itself into our ship.
Yeah.
Let's just jump in there for fun.
Yeah, let's do it. It'll be fun. Fun, fun, fun.
It'll be like exfoliating. It'll be good for our pores.
Yeah. You'll be a new person.
Wow!
OMG.
Fortunately, you've come to a relatively soft landing in a pile of debris.
But soon the walls will begin to close in.
Rats. Why did it have to be rats?
They just look like wolves.
Look at the dynamic lighting here. In the harsh light, he turns into Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, but he also has a helmet on in the light. See, turn.
That's just his gray hair.
Oh.
Let's see, we're going to follow this wire all the way back over here. Some brittle-looking wire runs from lamp to lamp and then disappears into a hole in the left. You peer into the small opening and notice a tiny reactor which seems to be providing power for the lights.
I wouldn't have looked in that hole.
Because of the rats.
Because you never know what you're going to find.
You unhook the reactor from the cheap wires and take it with you. Alright. Now all we need is a way to get onto the ship, and we've got everything else that we need.
Maybe we could use that ladder you just climbed.
What a novel idea. This is why I keep you around.
I'll be here all week.
Bending aside a thin piece of scrap, you find an opening into another area and climb on in. Hey, look! We're back! Let's get that ladder, like Rachel said. You grab the ladder and jam it into your pocket. Ouch!
He does not like butt play. This is rated G because I just ruined that.
Oh no, I just can't get that mental image out of my head of him jamming the ladder up his butt.
You're welcome.
Oh god! I can see it coming out his mouth now. Oh, god. Oh, send your complaint letters to Rachel at rachel.com, I think, is her email address.
I own all the .coms. Every single one.
Alright, so now all we gotta do is go to our ship and we're free. We're done.
Because there can't possibly be one more step that we're gonna have to do.
Ah!
For no good reason.
Biff! We got jumped by Batman.
Oh,
You seem to have been mugged by some type of large rat.
more like Rat Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I'll be doing these alone from now on. As you pick loose fur from your teeth, you notice a less bulky feeling.
And you still lost. How do you go with that?
There went our reactor and our wires. We still got the ladder, and we have the glowing gem from 2. You are still carrying the piece of Orium you picked up on Labian during your last adventure. However, it has long since lost its glow.
You just need to give it some love.
Now, even though the rat ran off this way, I think I know where it took the reactor.
How do you know that?
Because clearly the rats were using that area, and they liked the light, because they're space rats and not normal rats.
Okay.
See? Now, I mentioned earlier taking that wire. The belief was, when the game came out, that once that wire is taken from you, the game is now unwinnable, because it doesn't re-show up over there. However, I learned today that the wire shows up over here. Boom. We're good.
What?
You can't see it. You just have to hope that it's there.
Wow, 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 wow.
So, game came out in '89, and we're still learning stuff about it today. Ouch! Right up the butt.
In the pooper.
He's walking pretty good for a guy with a ladder up his ass.
I think the ouch is more of a
You got Roger into some weird butt stuff.
This is gonna be the new theme.
Oh, God.
I mean,
Haha! Without even slowing it down. Right over the shards of broken glass.
he's good. He's got a ladder in his butt. He's fine.
Not anymore.
Freedom.
You notice it to be slick up here. Be careful. Oh! We warned you to be careful. Did you listen? No. Good luck next time. That's it. We died from falling off the top, from falling like half a foot.
It like broke his head off.
My God.
That's horrifying. So,
Look at that. That's not even the length of his body.
so the death count is at 1.
Oh, yeah. Which is better than the first video, because I think we were at 3.
What first video?
Oh, yes. No, she's right. I'm sorry. I dreamed about this last night. You move into position, and grabbing the dull finish of the hatch's handle, commence to open and enter the ship.
It's a very oddly worded action.
This is going to be our new ship.
It's fuchsia.
At first, you are surprised at how intact the ship's interior is. Immediately to your right is a panel with a red button. At midship, on the right wall, is the ship's main diagnostic computer. Directly across are 2 passenger seats. Ahead of you is the cockpit.
You should push the button.
As Rachel requests, we will push the button. Not knowing what's gonna happen, Rachel. We have no idea what will happen.
Everything explodes. Oh.
The ramp is immobilized by the junk it's laying on, so you exit through the hatch instead. Good job, Rachel. You have kicked us out of the ship.
Just don't fall.
Oh! We've just got into the ship and you're like, out!
It's just was really fun button to push. Do, do, do.
There is our diagnostic screen. We have below hey!
Words. There were words on that screen.
Fine. We're out of power. Looking into the cavity, and you look into the cavity and notice only 2 cable ends. Somebody's been eating a lot of sugar.
He likes
See,
to,
I made a cavity joke.
he likes to look at holes.
Oh, God.
This is
This-
the second time.
This is gonna be a
Third time.
long...
The third time.
This is gonna be a long game. Somebody has made off with the ship's power supply. Put a reactor in hole. Oh, God. You drop the reactor into the hole, and attempting to reconnect the cables, you notice that one is much too short. You carefully connect the wire between the ship and the reactor, putting the tile back in place once you've
You
finished.
did that on purpose.
Did what?
You didn't throw the wires in the hole.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I choose the wrong words for your little joke?
Yeah, ruined it.
Power level nominal. Auxiliary reactor online. We are good to go. Ugh.
You can't just cockpit. So can you use the mouse on this one?
Yep. Or the number
That's no
pad.
use.
Thrust generation underway. We're going to go ahead and turn on the radar, because otherwise we will die. Radar is now in operation. Shall we lift off in our new beautiful ship?
Yes. Commence liftoff.
Takeoff in progress.
Take off.
You feel a strong rumbling as the ship strains to loosen itself from the confines of the junk heap accumulated at its base. Finally, it begins to rise. The janitor rises.
Space Quest 4.
3.
4.
3.
3.5.
Space Quest 3.5. The janitor rises. The ship rises several meters, then stops abruptly. An alarm from the computer attracts your attention. Ascent halted due to obstruction. If we did not have the radar on, we would have just splatted.
I think you should blow it up, whatever it is.
Oh, we're getting out of here. So we've got shields, but we can only protect the front or the back. So, since we're about to blow a hole in the wall in front of us, we should protect our assets, right? No? Did you want to protect the front?
You should always protect the front.
This is Roger. I feel like his rear could use protecting. He puts ladders there.
Yeah, see? He's climbing into it.
The shot blasts a new orifice in the side of the junk. Oh, God. Space Quest 3, the quest for ass. The pressure generated by the desire of the ship's atmosphere to escape to the considerably lower pressure of space causes your ship to be spit out like a watermelon seed. That is a cumbersome sentence.
We did it!
We are free, free falling. And they can't take the sky from us. Even though it is No Man's Sky. How many more references?
I mean, you're getting there.
Scan. If we go to Ortega right now, we will die.
Fights in red.
There's also Fleabutt and Monolith Burger.
Fleabutt has butt in it, so I think we should go there.
Oh no, what have we
I
done?
don't know how you didn't see that one coming.
We have given Rachel too much to drink. We have clearly given Rachel too much to
The
drink.
only way I can get through these.
It's all about the butts. So I assume we're going to the one known settlement on Fleabutt.
Yeah.
Calculating course.
I wonder what the name of the settlement is.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to go light speed, cruise, or attack speed?
So I want to go to Plaid.
We have to upgrade the ship for that. We currently have light speed, cruise, or attack speed.
Let's just cruise. We're in no hurry to get to the butt.
Okay. We're going to take our time getting to the butt. We're going to take it slow. That's not good. Luckily, I can read backwards. Identity confirmed. Roger Wilco, case OU-812. Wilco wanted for vending machine fraud. Plaintiff, Gipazoid Novelty Corporation. Judgment. Terminate.
I just realized what this guy looks like.
What does he look like?
He looks like the dude from Spaceballs who's hanging out Pizza the Hut.
Oh god, you're right.
Yeah.
It's going to take quite a while at this speed. You've got time to get up, make a sandwich, or wax the car or something.
We should go out and wax the car.
Is that a euphemism?
For butts?
Because if it's not a euphemism, I don't want to do it. You can actually sit here and wait to arrive there at cruising speed. I don't know how long it takes, but it's a while.
I mean, we're not doing anything.
As much as I enjoy your company, Rachel, I have things to do today. Light speed!
Fine. Whatever. You just wanted to get to the butt faster.
I wanted the disco scene. A flashing message on your monitor attracts your attention. Throttling back, orbiting Fleabutt. Land. With a mighty whoomp. Can you give me a mighty whoomp?
Yarp.
Close enough. You set down the aluminum mallard on the surface of Fleabutt. We will actually explore Fleabutt in the next video. There's something I want Rachel and you people at home to keep in mind for this next segment. Do you remember the Labian Terror Beast whistle from the last game?
I think I do.
Do you remember how much money we were supposed to pay for that?
$3.
Exactly. Free, because we had a coupon that said it was free. It was free. We got it for free because it cost free. I just want everybody to remember that when you join us next time.
On the butt.
On the butt of Flea. Say goodbye to the people at home, Rachel.
No.
And that's why she's here.
Hi, I'm Luke Bryan, 2-time CMA Entertainer of the Year. If I ever learn how to read, I'm going to read The Great Platypus Caper by Jeff Hillary because I believe in supporting fine literature. I'm Luke Bryan. Hi.